This video is sponsored by the EA Creator Network. Thank you to EA for providing me with a code for the Cozy Kitsch kit. Hello my little Stormclouds and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I am using the Cozy Kitsch kit and base game only to create a living and dining area. So the Cozy Kitsch kit is 60s and 70s based, so I did look up online and got some inspiration for a 70s living room, and they were using the orange and green, which is used a lot in this kit, and they look beautiful together. And I did it with a lot of these dark woods, and I even added a stone wall because I did see that featured a lot in some 70s houses. So this isn't my style in particular, but it is a really nice kit. The details are really nice. If you don't know anything about these kits are actually developed by CC creators. So the Sims team have worked with creators before, but they still develop the actual items. They just get help from the creator giving ideas. But this is actually created from the CC creator. They produce the actual items. I was struggling on what flooring to use, but I ended up going with a darker wood to match the frames of the windows and the frame that I used. Because currently this orange flooring was just a little bit too much after I started adding like rugs and stuff. I really love the green that is used in this pack. Like, this green couch is beautiful. And before we go any further, I want to tell you I do have a creator code. My creator code is STORM, and it is a massive help if you decide to use this when checking out. It is not a discount code, but it does help me massively as I get a small commission every time you use my code. But it can be used at checkout on the EA app or via thesims.com, and my code is valid for all packs including kits and bundles, excluding the build your own bundle. Thank you if you do decide to use my code. Like I said, it's a huge help. I do think this is a very well-rounded pack. It has everything you need for a living area. The only thing I was like, there isn't anything, is a side table. But then I noticed the little stool that comes with it. There's like a little step stool. You can place items on it, and I think it would make a cute little side table for next to your couch. And like I said, this is a living and dining, so I did an archway into a dining room area because there is a big round dining table. I love the big round dining tables. They're my preferred tables to use in the game, as well as in real life. I would love a big round dining table, but it would not fit in my house. I want to do a quick little update while I'm in here because a lot of people have been wondering about my fantasy save file. I will be working on it very, very soon. I just have some deadlines with some of the sponsored content that I am doing because I'm currently doing some bucket list challenges with Grim. You might have seen some of the videos already. I've had such fun doing these challenges, especially because it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone. I had to do gameplay, which I never do. I had to play in CAS, and it's just been really good fun. And I like to do like little storylines with some of the builds that I've done. And I've got one left to go, and I saved it for last because it is book related and I am a massive reader. It's one of the reasons I'm doing the fantasy save file is because I've been reading a lot of fantasy books and I wanted to recreate stuff from the books, and then it just became the fantasy save file. So yeah, I will be working on that once I've done my last sponsored video, which hopefully I will have up this week, and then I will be working on my fantasy save file. Back into this build. This was really easy to build. It did not take me long. Normally I have to speed up things by like 800 sometimes. This was only double speed, and the video is pretty short for a double speed. And it was because just all the items go really well together, and it really went well with the base game items I use, like the windows I'm using here at base game, and the door. All of the walls are all base game stuff. So it fit in really nicely. The colours just went really well for that 70s style that I was going for. I wanted to make sure I was using every single item out of the pack. The only one item I didn't use is the light that is the longest wall height, and that is just because I'm using the shortest wall height here, so I use the short light, and then over the table I use medium and sized it down. So it's still got a longer string, but it sits over the table quite low because I really love the way that looks. But the long one was just a little bit too long. It was touching the ground. So that is the only item I did not use. But I've pretty much used it because the other lights are exactly the same. It's just different lengths. I also decided to mix match the dining chairs. I actually love this when people do it in real life. I just did alternating colours, but I actually really love it when the dining chairs actually look totally different. I think it looks really cool. I also really love this neon light. I love neon lights. I do have two. I've taken them down recently just because I've got nowhere to put them because I added some new art on my walls. and I also hung some dry flowers up that my mum got me for my birthday, and they're still hung up. The only thing is the roses did not make it, and roses are my favourite flower, and I think I left it too long before I needed to hang them up to dry because the heads just fell off as soon as I hung them upside down. Roses are pretty delicate. Under the dining table I did use a base game rug because I wanted a round rug. I was going to use this orange one, then I just thought it was too much orange in here because I decided to go with orange walls in here, so I ended up going with a white colour instead. I was thinking of going with a black, but I wanted to lighten the space a little bit because we have the dark wood everywhere, so I ended up going with that white. And then I've added some green cushions. Again, this green looks really good with this pack, and this is from base game with the login event. And always the last thing I do is clutter around the place, so I was just going through the clutter items, just finding some small items, adding some books to the shelves. These ones don't snap to the shelves, they don't normally, that's just normal, they normally have to snap to something bigger, but you can raise them up just fine and they sit really well. And quick question while I'm here, are you excited about My Sims? So I've got a Switch Lite, so I'm super excited to try it out. I never got to play it when it was like first originally out, so I'm excited to see what it's like. And I wanted more of a chill game to play it on an evening, so I'm really excited to play My Sims, which I'm pretty sure is released today, depending on when I upload this video. I think I will be releasing it same day, so I'm excited to play that later on tonight. I did use tool mod for this single one item. I wanted this to be on this shelf here, and I love tool mod for really simple things like this. So I wanted it to lean backwards so it looks like it's sat on the shelf and leaning over. So all you do for this if you have tool mod is just rotate it, and depending which way it's facing, I did -10 in the end, I think it was, and I just had to use tool mod to pull it forward because it was like stuck into the wall. Because if you then accidentally touch it after you get rid of tool mod, it will just snap back to the wall. So you have to like make sure once it's in place, you don't touch it. I decided to add some bookshelves down the side of the little fireplace. And this is like a faux fireplace. There's not actually a fire in there. You can see I've put candles in here and I love this. They like snap to it, and it doesn't snap to a wall, which is something that sometimes annoys me when the chimney snaps to a wall. It's like I don't want it exactly there, stop snapping to the wall. So yeah, this one does not snap to the wall. I added a few plants around the place just to add a little bit more green against the orange. Don't forget you can use my code STORM at checkout to help me out a little bit. But that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!